leadership and men of greatness. We're going to continue on with this theme and adjust my title just a little, Becoming a Man of God. Now, the first two, and again, I'm using as my format, my material, G.C. Dillsaver's book, The Three Marks of Manhood. He's a psychologist, a good Catholic psychologist, and is right on point with his material. Young men need to decide between the two things, between the world and God and Jesus Christ. Who are we going to serve? We can't serve two masters. This is the fundamental choice and subsequent orientation of his manhood is the church, Christ and his church. And each has to decide on his own. We can't, as dads, we can't make that decision for them. Now, before we just cop out and throw them to the wolves, as many a father has done in society today, not to mention those who have abandoned their families completely, but those who may even still be in the home, but just say, well, I can't decide for them. You know, they have to make their own decision and choose their own way. We have a responsibility. We have to set the environment for that seed to take root. And how did our Lord explain it in the gospel? The sower of the seed. And will he sow on rocky ground or dry ground or thorny ground or fertile ground? How are our homes? Do we have fertile ground there for this seed to take root? Or is there a lot of worldliness there? And it's an extreme challenge. I've seen it done, but it's difficult if we have them out in the world. You might say, well, okay, they'll make their own choice, but what choice would you make if all this worldliness was all around you? Unrestricted, unlimited television. We were just talking about that. I'm about to cut my cable again. Unrestricted, unfiltered use of the internet. You know, how much of that is good, and is it worth the risk? Or, you don't have to answer, but just think about it. What choice did you make at that age? Dads, when we were teens. What choices did we make when we were out in the world? It's a good perspective to put it in. Now take that and extrapolate it exponentially about 10 times. And this is where we at in the world today. Okay, and this is what these young men are having to deal with. Is the seed going to take root? We have to exercise influence there. That's our part in them making the choice.